Hope that everyone had a good Christmas and a happy New Year's 2025. Handing in 800,000 Christmas wrapping paper. So let's exchange paper. Wait, what? You don't exchange 100,000 at once? Oh, okay. Ooh, a gold present. Another gold present. Holy moly. Okay, let's see how long this actually takes to open. But let's open Santa's present. Stratus Cloud. The gold one. Oh, a pink Santa hat. Yeah, that's weird. Actually, how much is this bad boy? 84 mil. Okay, that's good. What about the other gold one? Wow. I just spawned, what, 160 mil? Time to open, I guess. Oh, geez. 2,000 presents. Oh, this is going to take forever, so I'll be back. The final present. I have gotten, what is this? 182,000 almonds, so it's safe to say I'm able to buy everything. Did get the 2 pink Santa hats, the Stratus Cloud, a ton of candy canes, although I will say I only got 1 very light fishing token, so I mean that has to be very, very rare. In total, it's 220 mil worth of loot. Turns out this Stratus Cloud is the flying Nimbus from Dragon Ball Z, so actually that's pretty amazing. All I need to do is change my outfit and then I could be Goku. The best way to start working on 144 demons within the wilderness will be killing hellhounds. This is because they only have 3,300 health, and this is required for the gross misconduct, kind of like an achievement I would say, so that we're able to do the succession quest, which unlocks the dive ability. Civil War Part 1 completed for a small XP lamp, which will be going onto Herblore. Civil War Part 2 completed. This took several days, but was able to get the power plant tier 1, which means we're now able to plant 2 herb seeds per plot. And to do that, you'll just need to right click a herb patch and configure. Civil War Part 3 completed for another small XP lamp. Ooh, a huge quest. Succession gives me 50,000 combat experience, 60,000 XP lamp for whatever I choose, the Infernal Puzzle Box Tier 6, which I am able to add to my tool belt, and we have access to Dive, which is pretty much like Blade Dive that only requires 5 agility. The only thing is, it was locked behind like this 1-2 hour quest line. The Infernal Box has some very powerful buffs, and that will be 65% less damage while we're in Zamrock Shadow Realm. While I am in the wilderness, I get 9% extra damage. My adrenaline will not drain outside of combat. And the Guardian of Kahet, I'm able to fletch back bolts faster, but they're not really too important as a competitive group Ironman mode. And lastly, for Succession, I'm able to add this bad boy to my preset. Dead and Buried quest completed. With this, now able to make the Ranger's workroom. Within this workroom, there is a 2% chance of saving resources, along with a 1% chance of making extra ammo and headless arrows. And then of course, once I do get 80 construction while skilling within this room, I'll have additional plus 5% fletching experience. Woo, another fletching level. Make your way to the wilderness north of the edge of a lodestone, and you should see a Mage of Zamrock. You want to trade him, and we'll be buying 1 demonic skull that costs 550k. Luckily, when you do buy it, it's automatically sent to your bank, because when you do have it in the wilderness, everyone will be able to attack you, but you will get pretty much about 40% more experience while you are training activities within the wilderness. Yes, I want to enter the wilderness and everyone will be able to attack me, even level 3 skillers. So, good luck me for training agility. I highly suggest players to use the Short-Footed Aura, and with this, it makes agility so much quicker. In fact, I've gotten to 55. What this aura does, it prevents you from failing any obstacles, and that's very important. 56 agility, still not a single PKer. Whoop, I'm still going. 57 agility, and just look how quick it is. Look, I'll do this little obstacle right here, and voila, 58 now. While players are running laps for agility, at the very end you do have a potential of getting a little talent scout nearby, be like, hey, I have a little mini game for you, in which case he gives you 1 out of the 6 random games. This one in the background will be the high and low. you'll get a number at the top of the screen and you have to figure out, okay, the next one will be low or high, in which case I had a 4. And I was like, you know what? I'm most likely going to get something higher. But no, I got a 1. So yeah, I got pretty unlucky there. Another game for the pit is pretty much fit this into this. There'll be a lightning bolt, a sword, and a foot icon. These are actually pretty easy and you should always be able to pass this. Although if you're on mobile, it can be quite hard since you have to like zoom in, zoom out. Once you do complete this, you'll be in a different area, in which case I highly suggest players to always gamble. Well, pretty much gamble for the crate, because you can get either double experience, your experience can stay the same, or you can get 50% less experience than what you would normally get from this. And when you do complete a little pit, you do have a higher chance of actually getting a nimble outfit, which is a piece of the agility outfit to increase your experience by plus 1% per piece. My absolute favorite game for the pit would have to be punching the sheep. If you've never punched a sheep before, I do suggest you to do it. I mean, it's pretty fun, although the chances of actually completing this is very, very slim. You still have a chance of getting a nimble piece even if you do fail it. This is exactly the reason why I do not bring armor and a lot of good food. And that's because while you are climbing that cliff face, you have 6 seconds that you can't do anything. However, PKers are still able to attack you in the animation. I mean, just look at that. He pretty much killed me in like half a second. With this death, I'm lucky I'm not a hardcore Ironman. And then I went to the notice board to figure out how much GP he did get for me. And I believe he got about 557k cash. It might be a little bit more. And that's because the Wilderness Sword, I have to spend 65,000 coins on it. He will get 13,000 coins from it, which, I mean, it's a pretty bad trade from his point. And then I also did lose that demonic skull, which costed 550,000 coins. So I lost more money than he actually made. Because of that PK, I did change my layout a little bit. That way when I hit the escape button, I automatically know where the lobby button is, just in case that same PK does come back. Ooh, 64 agility. That same PK returned. I hopped to the very next world, and you know what? There's 2 other people doing this. One is 56, the other is 66 agility. I kind of understand why the PK is doing that, but if he was really doing his job, all the worlds will be clear. Not, okay, yeah, I go to the very next world. It's been 11 minutes, and I guess he's still in the same world or something, so I'm not really sure what that is. Another game is Search the Crate, which, I mean, is exactly how it sounds. You have 5 chances to search any of the 20 crates, in which case you want to look for a key. If you do fail it, Island Scout will knock you out and drag you back wherever you were. Luckily though, even though I did fail this, I did get 1 nimble outfit piece, so hello plus 1% agility experience. 65 agility unlocks access to the Het's Oasis, which is supposedly better experience than the Wilderness, but the Wilderness does have access to the demonic skull that gives you that 2.5% more experience. It's so much more. In fact, without skull, this method is 33,875 agility experience per hour. With the demonic skull, I'm getting between 75,000 to 86,000 experience per hour, and every single time you level up, you get a little extra. Not really a fan of the Het's Oasis course, but I'm checking out the experience rates. And the reason why I do not like this course is because you are able to technically fail the little obstacles, in which it does give you a negative experience buff for the whole lap. Sometimes I've gotten minus 11% experience just because I fail so much without using the sure-footed aura. Oh, well, hello there, nimble outfit piece number 2. That means I now get plus 2% agility experience. 70 agility unlocks massive things, and that's because 1, we have access to Commander Zilliana. 2, we now have access to Nex, which means we're able to do the tier 80 Necromancy DPS route, since we have to kill Nex for those 5 Nihil fragment pieces. As a little side bonus, if you are doing agility within the Wilderness, this is double the XP rate per hour compared to Het's Oasis. 7 plus 1 equals 71 agility. 74 agility. 22 heart attacks later, was able to get 75 agility. With this, now have access to one of the requirements for plagues and quest, which I only need a +2 boost, and then I can start AFKing the Heffen agility course. I'll be upgrading my sleeping quarters so that I have access to 30 workers. Hello, 92 divination. Now I know what you're thinking, 93 divination is not very good. However, with the daily god banner of a +2 boost for 30 minutes, now able to do the incandescent wisp colony. Storehouse tier 3 unlocked. Now the maximum amount of resources I'm able to have of one type is 150,000. The next one will have to be the sleeping quarters. Here, take all my money. Well, not all of it. I need some left over. It's been 2 weeks since I claimed from the Kingdom of Miscellanea. Let's see. Collect 5,000 maple logs, 43 bird's nests plus. What is that? I don't know what that is. 2,600 mahogany logs. This is perfect because I will need it for Fort Foundry. Oh, okay. These bird's nests plus, they give you a good amount of tree seeds. I got 7 U's and 2 magic trees, which is going to be very good as it is required for the Falador hard task set to plant either of these trees and then chop it down within the own Falador garden. Let me see. The 3 palm trees will also be good since I believe this gives you access to coconuts, which does pay the farmer for the magic seeds. So I mean, that was perfect. Thank you, POF. 84 farming now. And you know what? I'm still running the little spiders. Another day, another book, another level. 74 Herblore. The quest Song for the Depths has been completed. With this, while fighting the Queen Black Dragon that does have a hard requirement of 60 summoning, I will now take reduced damage while fighting her. Ooh, a speedy kill, 1 minute and 7 seconds. Let's see if this gives any good loot. Come on. Nope, never lucky, but hey, 300 U-logs. That's going to be amazing. Whoa, now that is a nice drop. 138 Onyx Bolt Tips. I could definitely hide out those. Let me see, my kill count is now 14. Wow, I have no idea why I'm doing this, and that would be the Mole Reaper. Actually, you know what? I do know why I'm doing this. That's because I am collecting future bird's nest. And look at that. 1 minute and 18 second, 0.6. Ooh, 67 per now. I mean, it's pretty unreal how crazy this Nemi Forest is if you do it daily. And I haven't even used any type of bones on a gilded altar within the wilderness. Completely forgot while I was on mobile, I did get the farming pet at 80 farming. And I will be ending off the episode here because next episode I have a huge plan. And that will be finally unlocking the invention skill. Although, I mean, it's going to be very, very costly.